Hakeem 8 for 20 with 21 points, 11 rebounds, 7 blocked shots. In game number 4, the Knicks control the tip. Hopper played by Smith. Here's Charles Smith. Hustled down by Charles Oakley. Open shot for Patrick Ewing. And Derek Hopper keeps it alive. Ewing with a twisting shot rejected. Ewing on the follow.
Well, Mark, when you get 4 cracks at it, you should be able to finally get a good shot. You can't get a better one than that, but the Knicks showed some patience in their early execution, got good shots. Didn't get the shots to fall, but of course got those 3 and 4 extra opportunities.
Kenny Smith trying to work off the pick. Hakeem Olajuwon draws the double team, kicks it out to Otis Thorpe. Oakley on the run and fouled by Maxwell.
Well, Patrick Ewing wheeling and dealing here in the lane. Off-balance shot knocked away by Olajuwon, but Patrick stays with it to get the follow-up. And the Knicks want to run as much as possible from their defense. And you don't see this too often with Charles Oakley getting out ahead of the pack. And Charles figures to be a key player for the Knicks tonight. He looked hobbled the other night with the sprained left ankle, the bruised right foot. And he is needed so much for the Knicks as far as hustle is concerned at the defensive end. And anything he can give him offensively is a plus.
So the Knicks are getting to the line early, which has to please Pat Riley, although he'd like the shots to go down. Charles Oakley, as you mentioned, has been in pain. First 3 games of the series. He bruised his right foot in the first game of the East Finals against Indiana, then sprained his left ankle in game 4, and that ankle is still swollen. The Knicks 3, the Rockets nothing. Derek Hopper pressing Kenny Smith. Robert Horry played by Charles Smith. Illegal defense called for the first time against the Knicks.
John Starks on the weak side, right in that slot area, ready to help in the lane if Otis Thorpe got anything going there. But got caught in the lane for 2.9 seconds. Kind of a different start for the Rockets as far as looking for Thorpe on that side of the floor. The left side, he usually operates better on that right box.
We are just underway. Minute and a half gone by. Vernon Maxwell only 5 for 15 the other night. Had his pass broken up by Oakley. Starks on the drive was able to get it off to Ewing. Oakley, and a foul is called. Loose ball foul on Charles Oakley, who has been exploding here at the start of the game.
And Marv, are you counting the times he has gone to the floor in his first 2 minutes? I think it's 4, as John Starks out of control, able to get that ball to Ewing, which should have been a good shot, but the offensive foul on Oakley climbing on the black.
I get the idea Charles is trying to show that the ankle is all right. Maxwell. And a foul call. Hakeem Olajuwon called for his first.
Well, when the Knicks have tried to front Olajuwon, he has gotten away with this in a couple of games previously where he grabs the leg of the defender behind him to try to hold him behind. Didn't get away with it this time.
Kenny Smith picks up the foul. Well, we played just under 2 minutes in this first quarter, and already Patrick Ewing has attempted 4 shots. Charles Oakley implied yesterday after practice that Ewing is shooting too much. That has been the topic of conversation following the game on Sunday night. Charles Smith gets inside, and the Knicks lead 5-0. You know, Matt, the Knicks went through a stretch earlier this season where unnamed players were complaining about the offense, the feeling that Ewing was taking too many shots. Good defense here by the Knicks. Maxwell eluding Starks. Maxwell with a nice move, but came up short. Oakley with the rebound. Patrick Ewing feels, though, they have been good shots, and he just feels he has to hit them. Here's Stark kicking it out. Oakley. The Knicks getting off to the fast start Sunday. And a 20-second timeout taken by the Rockets.
This is a good perimeter shot because it was off a drive by John Starks along the baseline, and Charles Oakley had a nice long look at it and got the shooter's touch there. And Marv, you're talking about the shots of Patrick Ewing. He's taken 4. He got a wide open jumper and 3 inside shots.
Well, the Knicks are approaching this as a desperation game, trailing 2 games to 1. Game number 1 in Houston. Rockets won it. Otis Thorpe had that solid all-around performance. Game number 2 last Friday night at the Summit. John Starks able to turn it from the 3 of 18 with 19 points along with 9 assists. That tied the series. And here on Sunday, the Rockets with a 93-89 victory as Sam Cassell took charge in the 4th quarter. And a foul is called on Derek Harper. That is his first. The Knicks off to a 7-0 start, and this building still rocking from last night's New York Rangers Stanley Cup victory is rocking here in the early moments. We played 2 minutes and 49 seconds, and the Rockets have attempted only 2 shots.
Well, the New York defense, and Pat Riley wants his team to get back to being the New York Knicks at the defensive end, which means tough, physical, aggressive.
And Hakeem Olajuwon with the Rockets' first field goal. The Knicks 7, and the Rockets 2. Oakley with the turnaround. Well, Charles Oakley has also made it clear that he feels he should be getting more shots. He's been hitting the outside shot, and he's off to the good start. Bad pass, and the ball goes back to New York.
Well, Patrick Ewing trying to front Olajuwon in the lane, and Otis Thorpe looked like a bad pass at first, but it hung up long enough. Once it got over the outstretched arm of Patrick Ewing, Olajuwon had nothing to do but finish easily.
3rd turnover by Houston. Here the early going. Starks too strong for Ewing.
Well, you mentioned about Charles Oakley not getting enough shots. Of course, he's a player that the Knicks don't run a lot of plays for, but he'll get the kind of shots where somebody drives and throws it back out. But in game 3, the Knicks were not doing that. They were settling either for the first jump shot, or Patrick Ewing was getting way out on the floor and shooting shots from there.
And over the first 2 games, Oakley was being presented with a number of open shots. Rockets not respecting his touch. Ori fired the 3, recovered by Maxwell. And crowd wanted a palming violation on Vernon Maxwell. Olajuwon off the dribble, throws back out. Here's Maxwell for 3. Ewing on the rebound. The Knicks 9, the Rockets 2. Oakley had Oakley swinging the elbows to get some room from Ori, and a blocking foul is called on Kenny Smith.
So far at the offensive end, the Rockets doing their inside-outside game, which has been so successful for them all year long. Inside Olajuwon looks for what he can get, not kick it out. Both of these teams keep breaking the 3-point attempt record, as Kenny Smith will go to the bench as he tried to put a little bit of too much pressure on Derek Harper.
And the Houston Rockets hero from game number 3, Sam Cassell, has checked in early in the first quarter. Smith off a beautiful fake. Charles Smith with the good move, but could not put it down, and then the foul is called. It's on Oakley. That is his second.
Well, Charles Smith very aggressive so far and taking the ball to the basket. This time he takes off just about a half a step too far out. Just does not have that explosiveness in his legs to finish with the power dunk.
High energy start here at Madison Square Garden. Sam Cassell dribbled it out of bounds. Turns it over. And now here's Anthony Mason checking in, replacing Charles Oakley, who picked up the 2 personal fouls. Ewing draws the double team. Smith from deep. The Knicks 11. The Rockets 2.
So far, the Knicks are moving the ball in the half-court offense, much as they did in Game 2 in Houston, and it was very successful for them there.
And the Knicks have matched the 11-2 start of the Rockets here on Game 3. Thorpe not able to hit. Back come the Knicks.